Welcome to the HawkCast with your host, AJ Hawk.
Brian Urlacher is with us. Brian, so this is actually your second time. I don't know if you remember, you came on here a while ago.
I remember. I was in my house in Chicago. It had to be, 2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah, I think about 2 now, but the biggest difference, you're Hall of Famer Brian Urlacher right now.
Yeah, huge difference.
Yeah, what number are you?
318 is my number for the Hall of Fame.
Okay, and for people that aren't super aware of everything that's going on, who did you go in the Hall of Fame with? Well, who was the class?
So it was myself, Randy Moss, Brian Dawkins, Terrell Owens, Ray Lewis, Bobby Beathard, Robert Brazil, and Jerry Kramer.
Now, that's a hell of a class.
I think it's one of the better ones. I think everyone says their class is pretty good, but we got something never happened before. 3 first ballot guys, which has never happened before. So that's pretty cool.
It's amazing, and it was something I would imagine people have told you. A lot of people watching you guys get inducted said, "Wow, I feel old that these guys are going into the Hall of Fame. I feel like I was their age."
Same here. You know how many kids tell me, "Man, I watched you," or I feel like they're kids or they're maybe adults now, tell me, "I used to watch you play when I was a kid." I'm like, well, I feel like I'm still that kind of young, and you're still a kid, so I'm not that old. It happens to me all the time. That makes me feel really old.
How old are you now?
40. Just turned 40 this year.
How old do you feel?
I don't feel that old, man. I still do a lot of the things I want to do and I'm able to do. Physically, obviously, I can't do all the things I want to do, but my kids keep me pretty young. They keep me running around all the time.
How many kids do you have now?
3. We have 17, 13, 12. Yes, it should be 18 in December. Geez, yeah, 17, 13, 12.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome. And where you are living in Arizona right now? Do you split your time?
We live in Arizona full time. Even these hot summers, we're staying here. It's not that bad. I grew up in New Mexico, so I'm a little bit used to it. But we love the weather. It's easy living out here, man. It's a slow pace. We like that.
Yeah. What are you, Scottsdale, Phoenix area?
Chandler, opposite of Scottsdale. We're way out here in the boonies, man. I like it because it's a little quieter over here. It's a little bit far for me to drive to the golf course, but I don't mind that.
What about this mountain biking? Before I get to, I'm going to ask about your Hall of Fame speech and stuff. But
yeah.
So I saw you in Tahoe. We were tubing, whatever, and your eyes just light up talking about your mountain biking situation. What's happening?
It's overtaken my life. I love it. I bought my bike in October, and I went this morning. I went yesterday. I've gone every day this week since I've been back from Ohio. I love it. It's a good way for me to get in shape and not be bored because the elliptical machine, the treadmill is so damn boring to me. I just can't make myself good. Even watching TV. Football season's okay, so I can watch football and get 20 minutes, whatever. But the bike, man, I throw my headphones on, put my backpack on because I have a little Slurpee thing, the Camelbacks,
Yeah.
So I don't have to stop for water, and I just pedal for an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's a blast, man. I got a buddy out here I go with as well, so it makes it fun. But it's something different every day because I do fall about every 4 or 5 rides. I get over my handlebars or slide out or something.
Do you wear the full gear? Do you wear like the skin tight one piece?
No, I wear the helmet. I wear riding glasses, and you have to wear the shorts because if not, your tush will get a little raw. So I have riding shorts, but I wear regular shorts over them, and I wear a long sleeve dry fit shirt. At the beginning, I was wearing short sleeve shirts. Mm-hmm. And I fell a lot, and my elbows were just getting torn up. So I started wearing long sleeves. In the winter, I'll wear a hoodie, so I'm really protected when I fall.
So are you going in like these trails that are designed for mountain biking or what?
Yeah, behind my house back here, it's called the Sandtown Mountains. There's probably 50 miles of trails, of mountain biking trails and just cross-country trails. And they got paths. There's horses out there, people on horses. There's hikers. It's a pretty cool place, man.
So, okay, let's say I want to get into mountain biking, which after listening to you talk about this out in Tahoe, we were on a boat. I'm like, man, That'd be cool. I've always wanted to get back into biking. I used to ride a dyno when I was a kid and try to do tricks and bunny hop and stuff, but I want to get a mountain bike. Where do I go in Ohio, though?
I have no idea.
If I don't have trails, though, like, is it still fun if I want to go on a long bike ride?
Yeah, I'm not sure road biking would be as fun to me because it's not – well, it would be fun dodging cars maybe if you look into that stuff. I don't like going on the road, man. I get nervous because I feel like I'm going to get ran over. But people love street biking as well. I know Ray Lewis is into street biking. He told me he started riding his bike about a year ago, and he's all into it as well. So I think if you throw your headphones on, you got some good tunes on, you still got to pay attention, and you're still doing something the whole time.
Yeah, I guess. Going to Ray Lewis. So did you feel pressured to wear the headset mic? because with Ray wearing the headset, Madonna mic for his speech?
Well, Ray went after me, so I didn't know.
So you didn't know he was going to have that?
Actually, I did know because someone was telling us that somehow I got wind of it during the week that someone had requested a what is it called, a Madonna mic. So
Yeah.
I didn't know it was him, but I figured maybe because I know he likes to move around when he talks. But I didn't feel pressure to do that. I like being stationary, right where I can see the prompters, so it's not as hard for me.
So how long did you, I guess, prepare for that speech?
So about the last probably month before I went out there, I started digging in. I got a speech coach. Arthur Joseph helped me, and I wrote the speech. Everything down there was what I wrote down, but he helped me with the presentation, the order, because I don't know how to arrange speeches and stuff like that. So he helped me with the order, a little bit of my I still talk fast as hell, but my presentation was a little better with his help. I actually took some breaths in there, in between my sentences, and probably about the last month, I'll bet you for 2 straight weeks, I talked to him every day trying to get it honed in.
So it's on a prompter. I'm guessing you don't work with the prompter too much. I know you did a lot of TV stuff with FS1 when you first retired, but how did you practice it then?
So there's this app you can buy. It's called Prompter or whatever. It's nothing like what they have over there, but it's just reading basically. And I was trying, and the prompter guy, God, what's his name? I don't remember his name for the Hall of Fame. It's unbelievable because. Like I told him, I said, hey, I'm going to get off script a little bit here because I had 2 speeches, by the way. I had a long version and a short version. And I was trying to be respectful of the guy's time behind me. So they said they wanted us to go 15 minutes or less. I think I ended up going 18. In my initial speech, I had no coaches and no teammates. That's my whole career, man. Those are the people that basically are the reason I was playing as well as I did for those years. So it's hard. It was hard for me to cut them out. So I added a 1 page extra on right before the speech. I added my teammates back in there, so it wasn't still too long, and people didn't hopefully not get bored.
No, I thought yours was good. I feel. Did you get feedback? Did people instantly? I mean, I can't imagine you're going to the Hall of Fame. You're going to get a lot of feedback. If let's say people thought you bombed, which you didn't, do you think people would actually say, "Hey, man, congrats, but that speech sucked balls"?
My friends would. I know that much.
Well, yeah,
my
hopefully.
buddies. Oh, your inner boys. They're going to tell you what they think or the truth. My wife would tell me too. So I got a lot of good feedback. I mean, the thing about my speech, it wasn't really about me, which I didn't feel like that day was about me anyway. Obviously, I was getting inducted, but I wanted to thank everybody and let everyone know why the reasons I was there.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I watched. I thought it was awesome. It was funny. It was like you said, you were super humble and thanking your teammates, your coaches. It was emotional. It was great, man. You had every element.
Thank you. There was a lot of my teammates there, which was cool. There was guys that I didn't know were going to be there that showed up, which was really cool. Guys you hadn't seen, and you know how it is when you retire, you just kind of not lose contact, but you don't talk to them every day like you do when you're working. So to see all those guys I hadn't seen in 4 or 5 years was cool as hell.
How was it having Lovey there?
Great. How about the beard? Did you see his beard?
Oh, I saw him like a week before. I think I texted you.
You told me.
I saw him at Big Ten Media Day with his sweet, but it was like a tailored white beard. It was nice. He kept it nice and clean. It looked
good. So when I saw him in March, he had the goatee that was white, the Santa Claus white. But I mean, he always looks sharp to me. He's always dressed and always well spoken. Just a stud, man.
How was he as a coach?
I love playing for him. He didn't say. Let me see. He never cussed. How about that? He never said a cuss word. In the 9 years I played for him, and as long as I've known him, he's never said a cuss word. It's not him. He said crap, dang it, and darn it all in the same sentence one time at halftime versus Detroit. We're like, oh, man, we better get going. Second half, 0 points for Detroit, and I think they had 30 total yards. So we get it when he talks, but he's just such a good man, and I don't even know how to explain it. You don't want to let him down. That's how he's so endearing to you. You just don't want to let him down.
Yeah, it's I think that's all a great coach, like your dad. I don't want to disappoint him.
You're exactly right. You don't want to let him down. You don't want to disappoint him. And I mean, every day. But what he did, he challenged us every day. Practice was fun in our walkthroughs and stuff because he always put the hardest plays in there for our defense. So you had to pay attention during those walkthroughs in practice. It was fun. So
if you cussed around him, did you feel bad?
I didn't.
You wouldn't cuss around him?
I take that back. He's heard me cuss. I'll take that back. Sometimes on the sideline, I didn't give a damn who was standing there. If I got pissed off, I would say some choice words. But he didn't look down on us. He knows how it goes in the heat of the moment. but I was always trying to watch my mouth around him. But there are some times I definitely lost it.
Now, also, man, I'm just going back to your Hall of Fame induction, the whole thing. You had some characters there too. Like Randy Moss was great, but
Man.
Dawkins had his whole intro. Like,
Dude,
what's that called? His intro, is it called something?
the crawl, maybe, I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's intense. Or maybe the bear walk. I don't know. His intro is pretty damn intense. So now being around him as much as I have the last 6 months, B-Doc is intense. Like he believes what he believes in, and he is him. I have a lot of respect for him, but his speech was good. I enjoyed it. The problem was I was sitting kind of behind everybody, so I couldn't really hear what they were saying. Randy, I had to really pay attention because his family was over here, so he kept looking my direction. B-Dog's family was over here, so he was looking the other direction. So I had to pay attention to what they were saying. And Ray, he was moving around the whole time. So it didn't matter. But those two, like B-Dog, I couldn't hear as well. But Randy's, I could hear him because he was talking to his family, which is right to my right, and I could hear him.
So who was Ray the only one to go after you?
No, I was first. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Robert Brazil, Bobby Beathard, then Jerry, then myself, and then the current guys went. Yeah. So
Okay, my bad.
Myself, and then B-Doc, Randy, and then Ray.
Okay, so after you got done, did it feel good to sit down and be like, okay, now I can relax and hang out?
AJ, you got no idea. So, like, right when I said thank you and I was done, it was like this huge weight been lifted off my shoulders. Like, oh, hell yeah, finally you can relax. Because all weekend long, it's in the back of your mind. It was in the back of my mind, like, okay, you still got to give your speech, man. Don't relax too much. You have fun, but you still got to practice your speech and talk to Arthur before you go up there. Just it's always in the back of your mind, like, damn, I got to do this still. So. But when I was done, man, I just enjoyed it. I sat down, and I just listened and relaxed the whole time.
So what'd you do that Saturday or whatever night that was after you gave your speech?
So my party was Thursday night, which was unbelievable. And we went hard early. So I got there Wednesday night, and we got in there kind of late, so we didn't do much. And then Thursday was the party. I went to bed at 5:30 that morning. We went hard, man. It was I slept through the first meeting we had of the day on Friday, which was basically nothing. I mean, Randy told me it was a good thing to do, so I missed the first meeting. I made everything else though, and then Saturday night we went back to the place where we had the party with all my family, all my teammates. There's probably 60 of us, and we just chilled out there until 2 a.m.
Nice. So what if you went to bed at 5 a.m.? How was the party? I wish I would have found a way to make it up. But who'd you have? You have like people. You have Bruce Willis there.
No Bruce Willis. So Lee Bryce, the country singer, came. He was our entertainment, so he came and sang. But man, a bunch of my team. Remember, I told you guys that you hadn't seen in years.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, I didn't know were coming to the party. Showed up. My old teammates. I had a ton of friends. My family was there. All my family from Washington. Just probably 250 people there. It was unbelievable. It's fun. Yeah, I didn't sit down the whole time.
And so, do you put that on? Who do the Bears help? How does it work?
The Bears helped out financially. The Bears would do the whole process were phenomenal. Usually the team that you retire at or whatever helps you with your party and stuff. And the Bears stepped up big time for my party and did the whole process. They were there for me. Anytime I needed something, I could call them and ask them. But yeah, so they took care of the party and my wife's a good planner. She's really good at that stuff. So she handled all the plans and I just showed up.
Nice. And now, when do the other guys have their parties?
So Ray had his Friday. I think B-Dog had his Friday as well. And Randy, I think, had his Saturday, but I'm not sure. I think Robert Brazil did his Saturday night as well. So mine was the only one on Thursday. Got it out of the way.
Nice. Now, where are these parties? Are there that many venues in Canton?
There are. So we actually picked the first one we went to. We liked the guy, Chuck, the guy that runs the Onesto. We liked Chuck, and we liked the venue wasn't huge, and we didn't want a huge venue. So it worked out perfect, and it's the first one we looked at. Nicest guy, so we chose that one. And it was a good choice.
So did you at least through a friend somehow know everybody that was there?
Oh yeah, well they were invited.
Yeah, so, I'm just wondering if you gave +1 to people, and they're bringing some random skeezers or something.
Yeah, so some people asked if they could bring their father-in-law. I was like, sure, bring whoever you want. I don't mind who's there. We got tons of food, tons of drinks, whatever. Bring whoever you want, but. There were a couple people that I met for the first time because they came with people that I knew and it was their in-laws or whatever. But they're all nice. They all had fun. I hope.
That's awesome. How many guys made it with you until 5 a.m.?
Well, all my kids stayed. My wife was there. All 3 of my kids hung.
Your kids made it that long?
They're machines, man. They knew everyone that was there too, you know, because you go from college, you know, high school, college, NFL, all my friends were there. So they knew everybody. God, at the very end, there's probably 35 of us probably. That's a pretty good number for 5 in the morning.
That's a great number. And
Yeah,
a lot of your buddies are probably 30 and above, I'm guessing, right?
At least. And some of them are 50 and above. My motto was, one time you get inducted. One time. So when guys were trying to leave, I said, we're only going to do this one time. So they're like, all right, I'll stay. So I kept guilting them into staying, and it worked out.
Was your one buddy there, the Italian dude? What's his name?
Vinny?
Vinny, I guess the guy on the boat. Not Sarge.
Vinny. Yeah,
not
Vinny
Coach.
was there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Coach was there too. But yeah, Vinny was there. Him and his wife Lisa were there. Yeah, all my inner circle people were there.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, it sounds like I always wonder when that Hall of Fame comes to Canton and takes over. I'm from Ohio, but I'm not from that area. I've been to Canton, but I'm like, man, this place transforms into a different place for this 1 week.
So at the parade, there's like 200,000 people at the parade. I believe it, man. So the people are stacked up 10, 15 deep for 2 miles. It's just, and everyone's like, welcome to Canton, or welcome home. And I'm like, thank you. They believe it, man. When people tell you that in Canton, they honestly mean it. It's the people there are so nice. Just my voice was gone when I I was nervous about my speech Saturday as well because my voice was starting to go away. Because the parade, you're like, hey, the whole time waving and talking. And then the interviews and everything. So I was trying to rest my voice on Saturday, but a bunch of my teammates came to my room, so I couldn't. So I was talking, reminiscing with them for a couple hours.
Wow. Now, how do you feel about your bust? Do you think it's accurate and looks like you?
Ben did a good job. The guy who did it, his name is Ben. I feel like he did a pretty good job. It's going to be hard to get exact, especially now because I got the hair and the beard. So he did the best he could with what he had to work with.
Yeah, your hair looks good, man. How long has that been around?
Oh, gosh. 3.5 years now, maybe?
I tell you what, if you are if you haven't transformed that company, what's the company called?
Restore, yeah.
Okay, so your face, anyone flying into Chicago sees you. You're everywhere. Actually, I was gonna send you a picture when I was there a couple weeks back but it was so far away from the billboard I had to zoom in. Yeah. I don't know if you could even tell it was you, but
I'm glad you didn't.
But I'm telling you, you're everywhere, man. Like and then Dion went with them, right?
Dion's as well got it done. Did you see his hairline?
Yeah, I don't know how his hair looks awesome.
So his hairline is like perfect.
Yeah.
I saw him. I was like, damn, Dion, because I know he got it done, but I didn't realize how good it looked. And I saw, he still wears the beanies on TV sometimes, so you can't tell, but he looks good. It looks like a young Dion. I remember Dion with the fro.
Yeah.
The Jerry curl, the fro. So it's nice to see him with the possibility to get that back.
Yeah, that's like Falcons Dion with the Jerry curl.
That's how I remember him.
Do-rag. You can't wear do-rags anymore because of Dion.
Yeah, can't have any fun anymore, basically.
That's right. Why did you make the decision to get your hair? I feel like you were always a guy that like, oh man, he has a good head for a shaved head.
I had a good shaved bald head. You're right. So a buddy of mine went and got it done, and he was that guy that was kind of holding on to his hair. Shouldn't have been. Like you should just probably shave it bald, bro. But he didn't. And he went and got it done. And he looked pretty good. I was like, damn, you look pretty good, dude. So then the owner of the company said, hey, we'll do you one. There's no scars in my head, like that. So it's an easy procedure. I was like, well, if I don't like it, he goes, you can still shave your head. You're not gonna have any after effects. So I was like, I'll try it. And of course I got it done. My wife was like, you look, and I grew my hair out, whatever. My kids liked it. Wifey liked it. So I was like, all right, let's tell everybody then.
Nice. Did you have to, was there like a grow out time where you had to wear a hat all the time and not tell people?
Yes, there was probably. Golly, well, I still shaved even when I got the procedure, I still kept shaving my head because I wasn't sure that I wanted to go through with it or not. And then once it finally, it takes like 4 months for it to start working. And about 5 months, I was like, let's try to grow it out. And I grew it out and, finally unleashed it to the country then.
Well, I remember when you finally did, I guess, grow it out or whatever. It was, you talk about going viral. Like you check Twitter, it's trending. Like, oh, do you see Urlacher has hair? And you were all over the place.
My daughter was like, Dad, you're trending on Twitter. I said, is that a good thing? I don't understand what that means. But I was in Chicago and she was here and she goes, you're trending on Twitter. I go, so does that mean I'm doing something good? What's going on? I don't understand it.
I tell you what, Restore should give you some equity in that company if they haven't, man.
Oh, they're great. Yeah, I'm the spokesman.
Yeah, so you're lifetime spokesman. You got to be.
They're great. They do a good job there. But the quality of the work though is good, man. A lot of companies do this, but they do a really good job.
So you're glad you did it?
Yeah, I like it. You know, I feel like, I hate to say this, my wife says it makes me look younger, so of course I like it. It only takes one person to tell you. That's all it took for me. And she was like, "You look younger." So, and she's hard to get compliments from, so I believe her when she gives me one.
I think that's a good thing from your wife, man. Like
Oh man,
you don't want your wife sitting there pumping you up all day, every day.
no, that's what you got your friends for. Or not me, not my friends.
Yeah,
I'm the opposite.
me either.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's like when your wife does that, and when she's tough to get a compliment. So when she does give you that one every so often, you're like, oh man, like I feel like I'm Jesus Christ out here.
Hey, hair? She says it looks good. I must look great then. You know.
And then she'll tell you, look, that beard looks awful. Take that off.
She likes the beard too. If she
Does
didn't like
she?
it, it wouldn't be. It's getting a little gray down here, but I don't mind it. She doesn't mind it either, so I'm good.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, how long have you guys been married?
It'll be 3 years in March. We've been together for like 9 years.
Wait, so did you get your hair right before your wedding?
I did. So at the wedding, I had a full head of hair. So let me see. Yeah, so I got it probably like 18 months before, got the procedure done like 18 months before we got married. And then the whole process of growing it out and all that junk took a little bit. But I had hair at the wedding.
So did you time it up when you were getting the whatever surgery? Like, hey, I want this to be ready for the wedding?
No, that wasn't my thought process. No, definitely not. But we have good pictures from our wedding because of it.
Because of it. Well, good for you, man. Well, now, how was so? Ray Lewis is speaking. I can imagine, since you say you probably couldn't hear all of what Ray was saying.
Yeah.
But Ray's gyrations, his energy, his passion, it was pure Ray Lewis. If you would do like an SNL sketch of what Ray Lewis's induction speech would be, that was it.
That was it. He was so sweaty, and we were all sweaty because you got to wear your jacket up there. And I when I got off stage, my jacket was soaked on the back. And I'm sitting there watching. I was like, "Damn, he is sweating!" And so every time he would put his arm down, I could see the sweat dripping out of his sleeve.
Oh.
I was so bad for him, but because it's so humid there. And actually, we got a break this year because it wasn't as bad as it has been in years past. That weekend, it was nice, but I felt bad for him. But it's him. He's hyper. He's an exciting guy. He likes to talk.
Oh, it's great. He even brought he brought his rag with him on stage. His sweat rag.
Did he?
Yeah, he had a sweat rag at least.
Oh, yeah. The sweat rag was a mainstay all weekend. It wasn't just for that. It was basically everywhere all weekend. Yeah.
Oh, so he's one of those
prepared.
guys.
He's one of those prepared. He knows he's a sweater.
Wow. Did you ever play in the Hall of Fame game?
We did. One time we played the Dolphins. I don't remember what year. I don't remember. Early in my career, we played the Dolphins, and sorry, I'm watching Tiger as
How's he doing? How's he doing?
He's 3 under on the day.
Oh,
so good. He's inside the cut line, which is good. But yeah, so we played the Dolphins. And it's frustrating because you have 5 preseason games. Did you ever play in that game?
No, I had someone recently ask me, "Oh, did you ever get the chance to play in that game? Did you ever get to play in the game?" I was like,
"Yeah,
no."
So I spoke to the Bears on Thursday night before the game. I was like, first of all, let me apologize to you guys for giving you 5 preseason games because nobody wants 5. But you know what? If you got a first-year head coach, it's not a bad thing to get that extra game in there. Get a little extra work. And it's great for the young guys because they may not get all the reps they want in those games coming up, so they got some extra reps in that game.
Yeah, I was always everyone's kind of wishing like, okay, man, hopefully we don't get that Hall of Fame game this year.
Yeah. Well, you got to look who's being inducted. If you have someone inducted from your team, you got a really good chance of playing in that game.
Yeah, Green Bay went a couple years back when Brett went in, Favre, and that was the year when they messed up the paint on the field and they didn't play.
Well, they didn't play. Bonus. Well, they still had to go to camp 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
Did they stay for the ceremony?
The ceremony, they were there for the ceremony, yeah, because Kevin Green went in, who was an assistant coach with us there. But I feel like the ceremony was before the game. Is that?
No. Well, so when I played in the game, the ceremony was the game was after the ceremony, and now they moved the game to Thursday. The ceremony Saturday. But when I played, the game was after the ceremony. Maybe I don't remember. Yeah, but I know now it's before. Definitely
it is.
Before. It's on Thursday, so I know that for sure.
The biggest thing is you got to go to camp early, which is coaches don't want to do that, let alone players.
Does. It's horrible. The extra game, whatever, but you got to go to camp, 10 days early or 2 weeks early? No one wants to do that.
Yeah, I remember we were leaving Tahoe like July 15th, and the Bears are reporting the 17th or
the 19th. Or the 8th, yeah, they were going. I was like, damn, I'm glad I'm not freaking in that. I'm playing this year. Or any year that has the Hall of Fame game.
How many people reach out to you to probably ask? So right now it's August 10th when we're recording this. and their first round pick, Roquan Smith, the next Urlacher, isn't in camp yet, at least as of August 10th right now.
Yeah.
How many people want to ask you, what do you think you should do, Brian? You got to call him and tell him to get there.
Yeah, it's it's a business decision. You know as well as I do, and anyone who's played the game, it's a business decision. At some point, someone's going to have to give, or both are going to have to give. I don't know what the holdup is. With my rookie contract, I told my agent, I said, do not keep me out of camp. I want to be in training camp. I need to be there. I need to be learning the defense. I said, do not let me hold out. So, in the end, it's the player's decision. You're going to play for the terms you want to play for. It's your contract. But he'll get in there eventually. I'm sure once he gets in, he'll dominate and do well. Just learn. We played in the pro defense in college. Mel Tucker was his D coordinator at Georgia.
Yeah.
So he knows. We'll just see. I just hope he gets in there soon for his sake.
Mel was your coordinator for a year, right?
I was gone that year, so I retired the year before he got there. He was with Tressman his first year.
Okay, because Mel Tucker was the DB coach at Ohio State when I was there.
Oh wow, how old is Mel?
I have no idea. Mel could be 30 or Mel could be 60.
You don't know. He's been around for a while. He's been in the coaching circles are so crazy. They're so small.
Oh yeah, I mean Mel was at Ohio State in 2002, 2003. That long ago.
And then I think he was at Jacksonville before he came to the Bears. Is that right?
Yeah, he was their interim head coach for a little bit.
Oh, that's right. And then he went from the Bears not to
Georgia.
Where he's at now. He went to somewhere else before then. I don't remember where. I think it was. So I want to say another NFL team.
Yeah, he only with the Bears for 1 or 2 years.
I think 2 years. Yeah, same with Tressman. Whenever they got rid of Tressman, they got rid of the whole staff.
I felt bad for Mel because he was there. You had retired. They struggled a little bit. I talked to him after we played one. We played him and we won pretty good whatever year.
I think it was Thursday or Monday night.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what's up, Mel? How you doing? He's like, oh man, like he's like, ooh, not good.
The thing he did, which I respect a lot, is he tried to keep the terminology and the system the same that Lovey did, so the players wouldn't have to change. He would have to change. So it really wasn't his defense. It was Lovey's defense, and he was trying to convert to that. So it can't be easy, but he was trying to make it simple for the players. So I respect that a ton. I wish. He's the one guy I wish I could have played for because it seemed like he's a pretty good coach.
Yeah, I think he's good. Yeah, he's the coordinator of Georgia right now, and they were in the national championship.
Doing a pretty good job, yeah.
With a freshman quarterback, too. So, yeah, he's probably doing a really good job.
That kid was a freshman. Dang, I didn't think about that.
So their defense is much, and Roquan Smith is from Georgia, and now he is. What number is he going to wear?
I don't know. 50-something. I don't have any idea. I haven't seen him on the field, so I don't know. I don't have any idea.
Could you have came into camp your rookie year 3 weeks late and started week 1?
No, I didn't start week 1. I came in on time.
Well, you were like 160 pounds. You're like a safety.
Yeah, it was like, dude, I got to camp. So I went to the combine at 258, and I got to camp at like 245. Okay. That's how much weight I lost between there. And at the end of my rookie season, I was 230.
Why'd you lose so much?
I just kept, because the season's so long, it's 20-something weeks, so I just kept losing weight, and I couldn't gain it back. The older I got, the easier it was to keep it on, especially now. But, when I got to like 28 is when I stayed at like 255 all year round. But it was hard when I was young.
How tall are you?
6'4".
Yeah, you're a basketball player, man.
I love basketball back in the day. That's what I wanted to do when I growed up, when I was young, but just didn't work out for me.
Did you play in high school?
I did, yeah. Okay.
Did you play baseball too?
No, I tried when I was young. My problem was I was good at throwing the ball and catching the ball. It's the hitting part that I had a hard time with. But I could do everything else. I could track down fly balls, I could grounders, but the hitting part was not my thing.
I could see you being a good basketball player.
I was okay. I could jump, so I was down low. I could rebound. I could jump. Block shots, all that good stuff. And then when I got to college is when I got really good because I got stronger. And it's weird. The stronger I got and the more weight I gained, the better I jumped. So I could just dunk from anywhere, basically. It was awesome.
What, like in intramural leagues when you were in college?
I played those, yeah. We would play, it's called Johnson Gym. We played this, and they would always get mad because the football players would come in there and break all the rims and stuff. We're all big fat dudes, so when we hang on the rims, they don't do well.
You're just drop step dunking on these poor kids.
Yes, all these kids in there trying to play intramurals. The frat boys in there hanging out. We bring our football team in there and do pretty good.
That's awesome. Didn't you play like a hybrid safety linebacker in college?
Yeah, we called it a Lobo back in Coach Long's defense. But yeah, just like the hybrid monster guy. Basically, you never get blocked. Just run to the ball.
It sounds pretty good to me.
They should do that in the NFL. I don't understand why they don't do that. They should have done that for me.
Why don't they just back you up? You were playing Tampa 2 anyway. You're roaming the middle of the field. Just play you at like 9 yards deep.
Hey, Jay, I prefer to call it a Bear 2. It really wasn't Tampa 2.
My bad.
Once Levy came to Chicago, it was basically Bear 2 because you never saw me just run down the middle for no reason. I had to have a reason to go down the middle, so we changed it quite a bit, thank goodness, for my sake when Levy got there.
Well, you were the master. You guys were unbelievable at playing Bear 2, not Tampa 2.
There you go, yeah.
With how you did, and I remember it was tough. I was talking to A-Rod about it during games and stuff. I mean, you just mastered that, and you weren't trying to throw a whole lot of stuff at them. I'm like, man, this is amazing. They're so good at this. You guys are saying, all right, beat us. You can dink and dunk all you want. We're gonna get turnovers. We're gonna get tipped balls, and you're gonna eventually force one.
But you're gonna get bored. So most offenses get bored. So we played y'all in 2007 or 8. In the second half, we had 48 snaps on defense, or 38 snaps. 37 were covered 2 against Brett. We came back and won again, I think 2017 or whatever. But we played one snap. It was, I think, 3rd or 4th and 1. We played under 10, which is our goal line defense or whatever. But it worked, man. You know, the good thing about it, Lance Briggs made that defense go, because Lance was the will. So he was a guy that could, you know, the quarterback looks, he has to go, and he was so good at breaking on anything that Aaron did or any quarterback, he would go. Problem was when they can fake it and go back.
That's on your front four, though. That's on the
D-line, man. Yeah. You can't do that.
If you want to play Tampa, that's the thing. You can play Tampa, but you got to be able to get a 4-man rush.
Yeah, and you know that's why I pay those guys all that money, so they can get there and forward.
Well, you're right, Lance. So Lance, who was Peanut Tillman,
Charles. We had so many. People forget how good Mike Brown was.
Oh yeah.
God, were you there when Mike was there? Probably 1 year. He was there in 06, 07. I think 08 was his last year. So
I remember watching. Yeah, I was there with him, but I remember watching him even before.
Yeah, before you. I mean, he was a bad dude. So I mean, he was in the back end. Then you had Charles. Tim Jennings had 9 picks 1 year in that defense. Mm-hmm. Nathan Basher had 10 1 year. Just, it's unbelievable.
I think it's a great defense. And I can still see you doing, like, you never turned and ran like a lot of middle backers do in Tampa. You were doing like a side shuffle, 45-degree angle almost.
6'4". That's why I was able to do it.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't get it over my damn arm.
No, and if you threw it high, the safeties could converge on it. So it was always nice just to be a little bit taller. You know, I didn't have to run full speed down the middle. I could still be involved on the check downs or wherever. If the ball was thrown in front of me, I could still be involved on the play.
So are you opening up to the strength or what?
Number 3. So say you got 2x2 and the back steps left, I open left. He steps right, I step right. And then whoever takes me down from there. And we change it every game. We would read something different every game. If it's trips, always number 3. We also have some play action rules. If they play action to a 2 receiver side, Lance would carry and I'd play a check down. We had it honed in pretty good.
That's what I was going to ask you. Yeah, did you ever switch with Lance and have him be the middle reader?
Yeah, so say he had a number 2 removed and they play action that way, he would carry that guy down the middle and I would play the run. And then I would just basically turn into man on the check down because, you know, cover 2, the check down is basically always open. Pretty much every down. So I would just man up on the check down.
Why don't more teams do that now?
I think it's too simple.
Which is great. As a defense, that's great.
That's why we didn't make mistakes. You know, our run defense, we run a pirate with the front, you know, we always have to slant the guys. And that's where you get your fits have to be perfect. But I don't know why more teams don't do it, honestly. It's weird to me because the defense is phenomenal. You know, Rod still does it there in Dallas. If they stay healthy, they're gonna be better this year as well.
Well, I mean, I guess you could definitely still do it. I was always jealous because I wanted to play Tampa, but we were matching up a lot.
You guys didn't run into at all. I remember watching you.
Nah, never. And
quarters, right?
Quarters matched, but we matched and carried, and a lot. Back turn to the quarterback. That's why I was always jealous of you guys because you guys are always eyeballing the quarterback.
So that's the best thing about that defense is all our eyes were always on the quarterback. You know, we could play short yardage in our cover 2. We could run a pirate, and our corners are looking in. They're like the 9th and 10th guys in the box. Yeah. So you get a tight box, you just run a pirate or whatever, and the corners fit, and our corners could tackle. So we ran it a lot in short yardage as well.
And I think it's almost easier to get corners to play Tampa 2 because they don't have to be the best cover guys. They just have to be tough dudes that aren't scared to tackle.
Just get up there and tackling's the biggest thing with cover 2 because they're going to be forcing the run. You know, they're our force guys. But we were lucky. Charles would get up there and just jam the piss out of you. He loved it because Randy, before you got into our division, Randy Moss was in our division. We just put Charles up there and beat the dog out of him. Of course, we had safety over the top, but we always beat him up with them. And of course, Calvin was in there as well. So we we had that luxury of having Charles out there.
Yeah, now teams do. It comes from Seattle. Like they'll play cover 3 for the majority of the game, and they'll have eyes on the quarterback breaking the same way. But it's not. I mean, yeah, it works because everyone doesn't have a 6'4" middle backer.
Whatever, Bobby Wagner's pretty damn good.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, whatever works. Obviously, the guys are getting it done somehow, so just keep doing it, I guess.
Yeah, I wish teams would do it more. The spot drop eyes on the quarterback stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the more eyes you have on the ball, the better you're going to be. I think the tip. That's why we got so many tip balls and fumbles, because everyone was looking at the quarterback the whole time, so we could see the ball come out.
Yeah, if you're matching up every play, I'd always say like show me when they would always show like turnover statistics for defenses. I'm like, all right, well, let me go through. I can pretty much tell you the scheme that these guys in the top 5 are running, because I can promise you they're not matching up. There's a lot of times there'd be a tip ball and interception. I don't even know it because I'm still chasing the tight end down the middle of the field.
You're just out of the play. Yeah, I mean, that's what that system does. It allows you to get eyes on the ball and on the quarterback. And, we didn't get hurt a lot by scrambling because there were so many eyes on the quarterback. So guys could converge. If the play broke down, guys did converge on the ball pretty well.
Who was the most, challenging quarterback for you to play against?
Aaron.
Yeah.
As I just talked about running. He just, you never tricked him. You know that. You practice against him. He's so smart. The line of scrimmage, they would check. He knew what defense we were in every time. Then we would check, and then he would check back to the play he had. Because usually, so say we're in cover 2. I know that Aaron knows that. So I'm assuming he's checking to a run. Mm-hmm. So then he checks to a run, so I check to cover 1 or cover 3, 8-man front. Then he checks back out to a pass. So then we're screwed, So whoever has the last check-in, by the time the play clock runs down, is probably going to be better on that play. But his ability to run, and we had this stupid stat, like when he's rolling out to his right, he was 95% completion. Just unreal, man. He has the total package. Obviously Brady, Breeze, Manning, they're all great, but the thing that Aaron does is mobility.
Yeah, I always say that. People like to – it's stupid. I don't ever get into arguments, who's the greatest of all time? Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah. There's no real answer. It's like let's sit here and argue LeBron versus MJ. Like, I'll kill myself before I do that.
There's no winner.
You can't. It's a subjective thing, but that's how I always say it. I think that sets Aaron apart. Of course, he's got a rocket laser arm. Mental, but he has crazy athletic ability and speed and the ability to scramble and just absolute backbreakers. It'll be 3rd and 12, and he'll scramble for 13.
I know. And you know what he does in the pocket? He moves up and back. It's like you watch it. Like now, I watch a lot on TV, obviously, but up and back and side to side in the pocket because the DNs won't rush. Yeah. Because they don't want to break. They don't want him to just take off. So you watch them all mush rushing, just holding their guy up, and Aaron just moves back and forth in the pocket, creating time. You can't cover those receivers for 7-8 seconds. It's impossible.
Yeah, they must rush. Like it's almost like if you play when we'd play like Michael Vick. They'd be like, "All right, do not lose contain. Do whatever you do." So you literally guys are just like 75% just kind of hanging on.
Stopping, watching. Yeah. Like, okay, guys, throw the ball, or hopefully he's going to get rid of it. But Michael Vick was fun to play against. Man, you better strap it up on those days. Get your track shoes on.
I played against him a few times. He wasn't as he was when it was the Michael Vick experience. I know back when he had the commercials in 2004, maybe when he was really rolling.
Well, 01 was his first year. I played him his rookie year, his second year, and then we played him his 5th year, and I played him twice in Philly as well. Yeah, he was good, man. He was fun.
Yeah, I don't even know how when he was throwing as well and running like he was. How do you even stop him?
You can't. Imagine him on the old school turf in the Georgia Dome. That's where we played him. I mean, good luck. You just gotta know he's gonna get, because he had a good arm too. He can make all the throws. You just better hope that when he scrambles, he doesn't score a touchdown. That's all. You just get him off the field and hopefully you can hit him. And
you better hope you have some outside or inside help if he does break contain and you're not out there by yourself.
You're not gonna. Any angle you take is not good enough. I know that.
But you're right. When a guy like that though, they're so athletic and so good in the pocket. Nobody rushes him. They can't rush because you just want to create a little pocket. Hey, don't break contain. No explosive gains.
Yep. Speaking of that, sorry. Did you watch Baker Mayfield the other night?
Yeah. Good. Huh?
So I'm a big Baker Mayfield fan.
So am I.
It was preseason. But so say he didn't play good. They'd be like, oh, he's not good. He didn't do good. So you can't win because you're supposed to do what he did. Mm-hmm. I thought he played great. Obviously he missed this, whatever. He's so in the pocket. What a pain in the ass he'd be to play against because he's moving around. He's got the ball over here, and he can actually throw the ball on the run.
Oh, yeah. He's super accurate.
Tyrod Taylor's a stud too. They're in a good situation there. I hope Baker doesn't have to play this year because I think Tyrod can get it done for them.
Tyrod seems like an awesome dude, and he seems like he could be a really good quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in Buffalo. That was weird to me because they don't really have anyone. I mean, they drafted the kid from Wyoming, but it was weird to me they would part ways with him when they didn't have one to take his place.
Well, remember he had to be soured on them. They sat him down for a game for no reason. The dude came in through 5 picks.
San Diego game, Peterman threw 5 picks in the first half.
Like, okay, like Tyrod, obviously he's probably too good of a guy to ever say anything, but like, okay, cool. Good job,
he
coach.
says all the right things publicly. It seems like a great teammate, but I like the situation. I think Cleveland's going to win some games this year. I'm excited.
Really?
I really do, man. Obviously, up front, it's a big deal with everybody, but if their defense holds up and they stay healthy, I think they got some good receivers, man. Jarvis, is Josh back yet? Is he going to come back?
They say he's coming back. What's going on? I hope he does. Josh Gordon, where is he?
I hope he gets it figured out, man. I like to see him play again healthy. And then Jarvis Landry's a beast. Number 11 yesterday. Is it Callaway?
Callaway. He got picked up for weed and gun in his car. But you know what I just read? I just read that he had got his car shipped to him from Florida, and he had no idea there was weed in the car.
I really hope that's true. You know, it's hard to believe that, but I hope it's true. He may not be available those first 4 games of the season, but I hope he's out there. And then you got was it 81? Is it Higgins?
Maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, kid made some nice plays too. So I'm
their tight end.
Oh, Njoku.
No, you say, what is it? What do you say?
I don't know how to say Njoku. Number 85.
Njoku, yeah. I think he caught 2 touchdowns, yeah.
He did. And then I didn't see Carlos Hyde, but I know what he can do just from playing against him and watching him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they have all the talent. Like, they have a ton of talent. Their defense is going to be pretty good no matter what. Their defense was never really bad.
They just got put in bad situations. You know how that goes. Well, you don't because you played in Green Bay. You had a great quarterback your whole career. But those of us who weren't as fortunate as yourself, sometimes you get put in bad situations, and you just, your points per game just goes up because you get those cheap touchdowns.
Yeah, are you saying some of those games when Jay would throw 4 or 5 picks?
I didn't say any names at all.
I didn't either. That's why I love playing Jay.
I didn't say any
names. I love Jay. I say all the time.
I only played with 21 different quarterbacks in Chicago, so I don't know how many you play with. Oh, 2? That's nice.
I'm very fortunate. I say it all the time.
Fans are fortunate. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Hey, Brett Favre into Aaron Rodgers. Cool. So one of the best ever to maybe the best ever.
Maybe, yeah. It's unreal.
Yeah, it really is. It shows you what you need a quarterback to win, man. But okay, so the Browns, though, Tyrod Taylor, let's say he comes out. They start out 2-2, and he plays pretty well. Does Baker sit the whole year?
Unless Tyrod gets hurt. I don't see how you can – if you go from winning 1 game in 2 years and you're 2-2, I would take that as a success. The players are going to be like, oh, we should be 3. You know how we are as players. Mm-hmm. But 2-2, that's the most games you've won in 2 years, combined. Mm-hmm. And you're in Tyrod. I don't think Tyrod will lose games for you. Honestly, I don't think he's the type of guy who's going to go out there and throw 5 picks or whatever. He's smarter than that because he'll take off and run. So I don't think he's going to put you in bad situations.
Yeah, I hope he does well. This is like a 1-year audition for Tyrod to say, hey, someone else pay me some big cash after I play well this year.
True, because he'll be out of there because you would think Baker's going to play next year at least. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, think if it's just he's in a weird spot though. Like he has to play so good to keep the Baker chance from coming along every time there's a 3 and out.
Well, the fans and the media are going to drive that.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackson, I think, did a great job of saying, hey, Tyrod's our guy. We're starting him. There's no competition. That's good, Baker doesn't like it. As a competitor, I wouldn't like it either, but that's the way it's going to be. It's good. I think the Aaron set for what, 3-4 years? 3. He did okay. He's doing all right now. So you just got to – it doesn't always hurt you to sit, I don't think, for a little bit.
No, I'm with you. If you're Hugh Jackson, though, and you want to keep your gig, if you start out 2-8, then what do you do?
Well, then you pull the plug. Then you're like, all right, man, time to go. Let's see what you got, Baker.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to be 2-8 though. I think they're going to be pretty good.
I live in Ohio, man. I hope.
I know you do.
I have a lot of hope for them. I grew up a Bengals fan, but I have hope. I was a Bernie Kosar fan as well. So
I like Bernie.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
How could you not like Bernie?
Bernie's great. Interviews are awesome.
He's the best. He really is.
He's happy. He's a happy guy. He gives great interviews.
He's very happy. Speaking of QBs, though, have you watched your boy Jay Cutler's reality show?
I did not know he had it. Someone asked me, I think Dan Patrick asked, I didn't know he had a reality show.
I guess it's on E! It's about his wife, really, but I've seen these clips online of Jay is like taking over the internet because I guess Jay is so nonchalant and not interested in being on the show that he's hilarious.
Well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
him, though. I mean, I think he's such a big smartass. This is one thing I like about him. His personality comes out. Sometimes people misconstrue it because he's a smartass. You know, he's funny. He's got a dry sense of humor sometimes, but he's also, it can be taken the other way as well. But I guess if you get the chance to show it on TV, I haven't seen the show, but I can see how he'd be funny on there sometimes.
Yeah, I haven't seen the show. I know it's following her and like her store or something she has, but I've seen a few clips where, and I've had a couple buddies like, bro, Jay Cutler is hilarious. They said
Really?
they said his wife will be like just jabbering in his face, telling her all about his day and everything, and now he'll be like, she'll look over and the camera come and Jay's looking on his phone and he's watching like he has like deer food setups out in the woods and he's looking on like he's looking at trail cams on the internet that aren't even his trail cams, just random trail cams of animals.
Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe I'll tune in one of these days. That sounds like pretty funny.
Oh, it made me want to watch it. I just need to go and actually like DVR whenever the show is on, but if they could just show me Jay's parts.
Yeah, he can be funny. That's for damn sure. I mean, there were some times in Chicago he said some funny stuff.
Oh, I thought he was funny playing. I love playing against him. Like,
man, I'm sure you did, yeah.
But I was like, you know what? You're not. I was like, I don't think you're not faking anything, man. You are who you are. I felt like he was authentic.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I think Woodson had the famous. He's like, we know Jay's going to be Jay. He's going to give us some balls.
He's going to give us a chance. Yeah.
Woodson said that at some point, and when we were leading up to it, he said it to the media, I guess.
Oh, I'm sure that went over well.
I think it was one of those games. It might have been after a game or before a game. Like, oh, what do you do? And I think it was where he was on fire in the first half, and Woodson told the media afterwards, we knew Jay was going to be Jay, and he was going to throw us some in the second half.
So you mean the second half it wasn't like the first half?
I guess that's one of those days.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Did you play with Kyle Long?
No, I missed Kyle. His rookie year was the first year I retired.
So what year did you retire?
12 was my last year.
Okay, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, obviously.
I know, it doesn't. It really doesn't. But it's, 3 head coaches later in Chicago. Can you believe that?
They've had 3 since you?
3. So they had Tressman for 2 and Coach Fox for 3, and now it's Coach Nagy, who I really like. I think he's going to do a good job.
Yeah, they brought you in. You went and spoke to him, right? As you said. How was he?
Thursday before the game. Stressful. I'm not. That's the first pregame speech I ever gave. When I played, I wasn't real big on talking before the game. I viewed it like, if you need me to say something to get you excited to play, you're doing the wrong thing, buddy. If what I say to you gets you jacked up, you got some problems. You should be ready to play by now. It's Sunday. Let's go. So, but it was fun, man. It's cool to see. It feels weird because there's no one. I know one guy there. That Sharik McManus is the only guy I play with that's still there. And there's all these young kids asking me for my autograph. And like, oh, man, I used to watch you on. I was like, dang, bro. Like you said earlier, I don't feel like I'm that old, but I am.
Well, you're not really. I mean, you're only 40, and like you said, first ballot Hall of Famer. That's why you seem young. Yeah. Well, that's I mean, there's I used to listen to guys when I was in Cincy in my 10th season, and guys would have the stupid, the dumb basketball arguments guys have in locker rooms about who's better basketball player. They were arguing Kobe, MJ, LeBron, and a lot of the young guys like, man, I never even saw Jordan play. I've seen just YouTube clips of him. I'm like, oh man, I'm officially old.
You missed out. Yeah,
I used to love Sunday afternoon that music would play when Jordan was playing basketball
at the United Center when they introduce him. Yes, I was a huge Jordan fan too. Yeah, the argument is ongoing. It's like football, it's ongoing. You'll never know who. All I know is Michael has 6 rings. He went to the finals 6 times and won all 6 times, and he has 6 finals MVPs. That's all I know.
That's all you know.
That's all I know, man.
Your unbiased Chicago opinion.
Yeah, unbiased. I was just telling you some stats real quick.
Do you have a place in Chicago still?
It's on the market. We don't go back there anymore, man. My kids we're ingrained here now. The school goes year round here, so we have like 7 weeks off in the summer. The heat, it's actually 100. I think 101 today. Not too bad out today.
So what do you do to stay busy other than mountain biking?
So I'll tell you my day. So I drop the kids go to school. I go ride my bike, and then every once in a while I go lift after that when I'm feeling like I have some energy left. And then I shower, and it's like 10 o'clock. And I'm like, all right, it's too early for lunch. So I just basically, I'll fold my laundry or I'll do some laundry. I'll try and find something to do to get me to 11 o'clock when I feel like it's okay, I can eat lunch now. And then I feel like after I eat lunch, I can go run errands and then just do things. Basically, every day is a struggle for me, man.
What about golf?
I don't have any desire to play.
Why?
No,
What
zero.
happened?
I'm just not good anymore. I don't know. It's just not fun for me right now. I even got some new irons that I haven't even hit yet. That's how bad I don't want to play.
I feel like it's flipped. Like you were playing 5-6 days a week, weren't you?
9 days a week when I retired. I couldn't play enough. And now I do not care to get out there. And it's hot out here, but I don't know, man. I just do not have any desire to play. It's weird.
That is weird. Yeah, because I remember maybe the year after you retired, I played with you in Tahoe years ago, and I'm like, all right, you were obviously much better than me, but you were grinding hard, and then all of a sudden the next year you're like top 10.
Yeah, and now I'm like top 30.
Well,
maybe.
You're still good. You're still a good golfer.
We played together, what, second day this year or third day?
Yeah, Saturday.
Second. That was fun.
Yeah, me, you, and TJ Oshie.
Oshie's the man.
Oh,
but that was a good time. Oh, Osh. Hey, Osh. He calls his caddy Osh.
His brother. It's his brother.
His brother, yeah. I didn't know it was his brother until like 16. He kept calling him Osh. I was like, hey, why is he calling his caddy Osh? Because it was his brother. That's why. I had no idea.
And his brother, but then his caddy calls him Osh. I don't know, Osh. What do you think I should hit? Hit a 6 here, Osh.
Yeah, Osh. Everything is Osh.
Yeah, everybody's Osh. Hockey dudes are awesome, though. I'm sure you've been around a lot of them.
I have. They are a good time. Tahoe's the best because you get the mix of everybody.
So what about next year? Are you going to gear up for Tahoe and maybe get serious about golf a couple months before?
So I tried to play a little bit this year before I went out there. Didn't help. First day I shot 84. I think I had 4 points. Second day I shot 76, and the last day I shot 76. Maybe I need to realize I'm not going to be good at golf. That just might be.
Well, first off, you're shooting 76 in a competitive round, and you're saying you're not good at golf.
Yeah, I just don't make birdies. Like, you know how guys, you hit the ball far. Steph Curry hits the ball far. Aaron hits the ball far. I don't hit the ball far. It's frustrating because I'm big. I feel like I'm decently strong, whatever. And I understand the golf swing is different. It doesn't correlate to the muscles that I have. But I should be hitting the ball further than I am. I don't understand it. So out there, the par fives are like par 19s to me because I can't get to the green in 2 or 3. It's just frustrating.
I don't know, man.
Talking about. You get me frustrated talking about it right now, AJ.
Yeah, I mean, I know you've lost your passion for golf. Well, because you're into mountain biking. I'm wondering next year if there's going to be something else, like you're a big bocce ball player or something.
Possibly. So what's the game? It's like ping pong, but on a bigger court.
Pickleball.
Pickleball. So my buddies keep trying to get me to play pickleball, but I don't want to pull any muscles because they say you got to run. And the last time I ran, I popped my hamstring playing softball. So I the biking thing is good for me, but I don't want to do something I can hurt myself and not be able to ride my bike.
Yeah, I see. I haven't played pickleball. I know it's big, but I don't think you have to run a whole lot, man. I have my oldest brother's over 300 pounds, and he plays.
Cool. Big, strong guy.
Yeah,
changing directions might get me, some groins or whatever, and their calves. You just don't want to. I don't want to put myself in that position. I don't think.
Well, yeah, because if you pulled a calf muscle, your whole day would be thrown off.
Done. I can't ride my bike anymore.
Hand bike, that thing.
Well, I saw this bike, the three-legged bikes or whatever, or they use the arms.
Yeah,
those are pretty sweet, man. But I don't want to do that. I want to ride my regular bike.
How much is that fancy bike you have?
Oh, which one? I have 3.
Oh, okay. How much is the most expensive one?
Well, I got a gift recently. A good friend of mine who's actually from Cleveland, Ohio, got me a really nice gift for making it to the Hall of Fame, and the bike was $12,700. Is it like feather light? What I don't get. What does it do special? So yeah, it's super light, and what you're paying for is suspension, because you don't have to, but the dual suspension is nice, especially for a big guy like me. You don't feel the bumps as much, and the tires are $1,800. It's carbon fiber. The whole bike is carbon fiber. It's a badass bike, and the other 2 I think are $8,500 a piece. Still pretty nice bikes. Yeah.
Are they the fat tires?
Yes, I have. Well, mine aren't the fattest ones. There's you can get 3-inch tires. Mine are, I think 2 1/4 because I went with bigger. So you can go 27 inches or 29 inches. I went with 29 because you get more travel from your tire. That makes sense. Yeah. You don't have to pedal as many times. How about that?
Yeah.
And you go more further.
Okay. What if you? What about? Can you enter any races?
Yeah, but I don't want to do that, man. I'll embarrass myself. Those people who mountain bike and road bike, they don't mess around. They're serious. So I don't want to do that. I enjoy it. Gets me in shape. I can eat whatever I want to because I know I'm burning calories on my bike.
I want you to enter a race and wear the full go skin tight onesie.
I do have a onesie. I was given a onesie by the bike shop that I take my bikes to, but I don't know, man.
I used to see Robin Williams used to wear that, and when he was a big rider. Will Ferrell, I think, wears that. I don't know if he's serious or not. You can't tell with him ever.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I'm not gonna wear the onesie ever. I'll at least have a long sleeve dry fit. I like wearing long sleeves. Like even when I worked out, I was always long sleeves.
Yeah.
And when I ride my bike, it's all people are like, "Damn, it's 110 degrees." I'm like, "Yeah, but I feel like the dry fit keeps the coolness in me."
I think they're just mad you're covering up the barbed wire tattoo.
Barbed wire gotta stay hidden.
Wait. I'm the final question though. What age were you? What age?
18, man. It's terrible.
I think it looks sweet.
Well, I'm glad you think so. So now that I'm 40, Mr. Hawk, it doesn't look as sweet as I'd like it to look.
Does it connect? It doesn't connect, does it?
No, man. You see how it goes into my skin? Can you tell that? Where it goes in and comes out somewhere?
Oh, wow. It's all part of the design.
So it used to be connected, but my muscles have gotten so big that it started to stretch. Yeah, I was young.
Would you, if you could go back in time, would you change that?
I don't know, man. Probably. Because it hurt too. It hurt like hell. Like right there, it hurt really bad. I have one on my shoulder. My kid's name's on my shoulder, and that's the only ones I have. So
well, that's okay. Well, the barbed wire thing though, like if you're 40, yeah, like.
Let me say one thing before. So I had mine before Pamela Anderson got hers.
You did? Okay.
I did. That is a big topic around my friends sometimes. But they always making fun of me. But I had mine before she got hers.
Okay.
She didn't influence my tattoo.
Does she still have hers?
I haven't seen her. I would assume so. I thought about getting mine removed, actually. I got one removed on my chest and it went away like that. So
You can laser them, huh? Yeah, you could laser that off. Don't do it. I think when you get it, man, you just own it. It looks good.
Maybe when I'm 50, I'll think about it again. When I'm all flabby and not biking anymore.
Doesn't your I thought I heard your wife tell me you were wearing a cutoff the first time she saw you, and that's what got her.
Definitely not it. Thanks. That's a good story, but that's not the truth.
All right, man. Brian, appreciate it, man. Congrats again. Hall of Fame. Number 318?
318. That's me.
Forever and ever.
History. 318 ever.
Take your kids back. I'll take my kids there sometime. Hey, I knew that guy. Now I'll show him this episode.
Do that.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. See you, man.
We're glad you could join us for today's conversation. After you subscribe to the show, head over to thehawkcast.com or reach out to AJ directly on Twitter at @officialAJHawk to recommend future guests that will help us inspire people to keep talking. Thanks again, and we look forward to speaking with you next time on the HawkCast.